I'm so confused. Did you get all of that?
Maybe.
Like, did we ever find out? Like, even they were asking, "Well, she played us all like pawns, or she played us against another, one another. Why?" I still don't get it. In one of the previous campaigns, I had said that I kind of got the idea that she was, like basically the Joker from the Dark Knight mentality. Some people just wanted to watch the world burn, and you would assume that there was something more to it. I think she just wanted war, or like he said, to weed out the weak. But for what reason? And then, okay, so they're talking about who is this new warden that apparently got these three together. Um, why is peace such a dangerous attempt? They're like, oh, we should try for peace. We'll die in this. You know that, right? It's like, what? You're gonna make peace or you're gonna die? I'm confused. I don't get it. Do you?
Well, they said that, I guess they all told their tales, and they said this was like 7 years later, basically 7 years of that's been going on all this time,
Yeah.
and trying to change anything like that, progressive change like that, of that magnitude, it's not going to happen overnight, and there are going to be casualties.
True, but I guess. I mean, hmm. Uh, so what was your thoughts on Apollyon? She basically just did it for the hell of it?
For the most part, just trying to create lean soldiers and, yeah, thin out the herd, get rid of the weak.
But I would understand get rid of the weak and recruit them, but we saw several scenes where not only did she weed out, thin out the herd like you said, but then she would pin them against one another so that the strong would rise. I mean, if anything, you would think that she would be looking for these wolves, as she called them, and try to recruit them to bolster her own numbers, to make her own army strong, but she didn't seem to do that. She just wanted to kind of bring out the strongest warriors, but not necessarily recruit them or get them in league with her. So it's kind of like, well, you basically just brought about your own downfall. You pissed everybody off, and you made sure that only the strong were left, only the strong survived, and they rose against you. If anything, you thin out the herd, but then try to somehow, be it through money, through greed, through the promise of conquest, through fear, however you want to put it, through promise of power, get these people in line with you and
Well,
try.
that was her thing, though, because she kept all the factions. She didn't unify everyone. It's like, okay, I'm your supreme ruler. It's like she kept the knights apart, and she kept the Vikings apart. Brought the wolves out of each faction, but then at the same time kept them segregated so they can still keep fighting amongst themselves. Because if
Until
she united them all, then there would be no inner conflict.
they seem to have united against a common enemy. What the
Yeah.
fuck? The Vikings just kind of show up at the end there, just randomly. But it was a good game. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's just it left me with a few questions on the plot and all that, but it was a good game. My biggest thing, I guess, and it's not even a complaint, more of just something that I wish I was a little bit better at, is just like you've said, the controls. Not a big fan of the control setup. I found myself, there were several times where the little keys would come up. It said, "Oh, push this combination of keys to pull off controls," and it wouldn't do jack. I would try, and I know you struggled with it a couple of times too. I saw you, like, there was one that came up that said, "Do like whirlwind whatever," and like we would push it, and all we would do was like do the little combat roll thing.
Yeah.
So I think the controls need to be worked on a little bit. Um, Story is interesting. It's unique. I'll give it that. I definitely like that last fight with her. That chick was freaking. Chick was beast. I'm very curious to see what she looked like under her helmet. Why she did what she did, what she hoped to gain from it. I definitely have some unanswered questions about her. But the game itself is fun. I think they put a lot of work into the scenery. Definitely, that's one thing I would notice, like things in the background that were very detailed and stuff. So I like that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and for each faction, whether it was first-hand encounter, just looking at the AIs where they had their all the different types of weapons.
Yeah, I was disappointed I didn't get to play as that big guy and the Japanese and samurai.
Hmm.
Is that you making that noise?
What noise?
I hear like some kind of like saddle rustling or something. I don't know if it's you coming over the mic or if it's something that the
It might have been
fuck is
the
that?
sound effects.
I guess that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, I liked it. How would you rate this game? On a, let's do a scale of 1 to 10. What would you give it?
Uh, Maybe like a 6.
I would give it a 4. No,
It was
5.
fun. It was fun to play. Probably good replay value. Definitely a multiplayer game. Makes it a lot more fun.
I wonder how many co-op, up to how many co-op is I think it's up to 4 slots, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I like the cutscenes. I do like the fact that you got to see from every faction side of the story. One thing that I was hoping for, and it's just kind of like my own personal preference, it's not like anything bad against the game, but I did want to see like somehow where maybe at the end you are able to take control of all the 3 player characters somehow. Maybe like you can choose, or basically like each one of us, like maybe you could have played it as a Viking and I could have played as a knight, or you know, something like that, and we would have fought, like, kind of, in other words, team up against her, like specifically against her. But at the same time, it doesn't really make much sense. It made it more dramatic as being at least displayed in the cutscenes as a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you fucking have the fucking knight, the Viking, and the samurai, and go against her, and then she's just kicking everybody's ass. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fun game. I don't know if I'd give it a 6. I think I'd stick with a 5, just because I enjoyed it and everything. I think it was a little short. There were a few of the campaigns that were lackluster. Like some of them were basically just kind of like exploring or get from this point to this point, and that was about it. So a few of those were a little lackluster, but I guess you can't have like an epic battle in every single one. Yeah, it does have replay value. Yeah, I think I'd give it a 5 out of 10. That's just me.
Settle down.
You settle down. Man, these are a lot of credits too. Huh. I want to see if anything else is gonna happen at the end of the credits. Get a Marvel cutscene. You see a fucking like a cross with her helmet on it, and all of a sudden you see her hand reach out of the grave. A lot of credits. Is there a sequel of this game, or any like story DLCs or planned continuations?
I'm not sure. On the main menu, I think there's a multiplayer, but I haven't really messed with it or looked into it.
Oh, maybe we should. I'll tell you one thing. I know. I just something else occurred to me, and there's definitely something that could have really worked for this game, and instead it actually ended up, I don't know if I'd say working against it, but it didn't really help it. It lacks a compelling soundtrack. I didn't really find any part of any of the campaigns that I can say really had me motivated or inspired by the music. And at the end there, where you're scaling the tower, chasing her, you know, a really awesome track, a really awesome soundtrack to tie that off would have, you know, really made that, really brought that scene home. And right now, I'm in the credits, I'm hearing like a flute, some ambient background music, and like some saddle rustling or something, like somebody rifling through a bag, or just like some weird random sound effects. And kind of like, you know, I definitely think could have done. They could have gone a little further out with the soundtrack. I mean, I'm not saying there's bad music that they had, but it's just it was lacking a bit.
Will you never be satisfied?
Dude, I'm talking about the game as a whole. What? We played the game. I'm discussing it. I'm not saying that it's horrible. I'm just saying that it could stand to improve this. It sounds like, honestly, like they had one person working on the music, and they have a Foley artist. What the hell is a Foley artist? Mocap. I know what mocap is. Motion capture. Set medic? They have a medic on the set?
Why wouldn't you have a medic on the set? Safety first.
Dude, I wonder what kind of job that is. If you have a medic on the set and nothing bad happens, do they get paid just for being there and they get their names in the credits of the game? Like, let's say like they're just there and like, oh, I'm just waiting for an accident to happen or something, seeing somebody gets hurt and nobody ends up getting hurt. Well, you got paid for just essentially sitting there, and you know, you got your name in the credits of the game.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sweet job. Man, this is a lot of freaking goddamn credits. Voice talent Latin. Voice talent Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. Dialect coaches, weapon consultants, music supervisor. One music supervisor. One original music, one assistant to composer, additional music. They have a good amount of people. Additional things. Sclapari. I mean, and like I said, I like the game. I was pointing out the things that I think could have been done better. Don't you have a discerning eye?
It was good. It was entertaining. Running around and...
I freaking regret we didn't record the first 3 campaigns. At some point, maybe we should go back and just record those just to make sure we have them. Because, yeah, fuck, I didn't think to record them. It was before we started recording.
Yeah.
Dang, it's still going. See, like, and again, you're gonna call this a complaint, a whine, or whatever. But in Borderlands, they had a long freaking. You remember Borderlands 1 had a long ass link. Well, all these games are gonna have, because there's a lot of people involved in this stuff. But they had some that cool music that was what was that one that There Ain't No Heaven, I think. And it's like an enjoyable song to listen to, and I think like right here it's like what the hell am I listening? I just hear like this random, a sword being sharpened, a saddlebag being rifled through, some guy walking. Like, even if you could hear like swords clashing like a battle to kind of give the guys that the war just goes on, you know, war never changes, you know, if you could hear swords clanging and people just like, ah, and like just clanging, that would be more impactful. That would definitely, you know, draw more imagery, would create, you know, a more profound and more resonant image as you're watching the credits. But I don't know what the heck I'm listening to. I hear somebody shuffling around, some flutes. I just think they could have done better with the sound, that's all.
Building ambiance.
It's not even ambiance. I can't even really imagine what is going on. Okay, if I close my eyes and just based on the sound that I hear, just try to imagine what the hell I hear. I see a random guy in the middle of nowhere, like a night, just kind of sitting, chilling, maybe waiting for orders or something. Pulls out a bag, starts messing with it, starts sharpening his sword. Just being like, well, we march on Windfall tomorrow. You know, it's kind of like, what the hell's he doing? And it's just like the same sound effect over and over and over. Like, look, shh, don't say nothing. Look, shh. And like the flute music is run out already. Man, this is still going.
You can't scroll down.
I want to let it go naturally.
What are you doing over there?
Creating a soundtrack. That's essentially all the freaking all that noise is, you know, it's like nothing but just random noises, random assortment of stuff, and oh shit,
The hell did you do?
nothing. My God, it's still going. So how's the family?
Doing good. Oh.
Dude, I didn't know that your brother. Well, until I saw the text message, I didn't know your brother was having a baby.
Yeah. Shoot, I didn't know either. He kind of just told us maybe.
So that same group text message is how you found out too?
No, he told us maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
So it was kind of
Bombshell. Oh, by the way, that's cool, man. Congratulate him again for me.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's still here in San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Man, hey, you know what? He's working. He's still in insurance, right?
Correct.
I actually might go to him and ask him if the company he's with is hiring. But I know he does claims. But shoot, maybe I could learn claims to do a new side of things. Cause yeah, I'm kind of like already. I really am getting sick of this place.
Yeah. Are you still recording right now or not?
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
Doof.
Besides, Espionage DB7 doesn't have a job. Man, didn't they already do like, are they like looping over the stuff? I could have sworn I saw some of these credits already.
I think it's over exaggerating. This was a world project. Everyone is entitled to being credited.
I agree, but like
Here you are
I'm pretty sure I saw.
shitting on them.
I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm saying I think I saw a few of these already. I'm pretty sure that Francis Quintal. I'm pretty sure I saw that fucker already.
Why don't you
Frederick.
scroll up and see if you saw his name before?
If I
you
scroll
confirm?
up, it's gonna delay the thing. I don't want to. I want to see it in. I want to see it like or. But I'm just kind of thinking that I wish I'd made note because I'm pretty sure that there was this it's looping. I think it's on a continuous loop. Man, it's like systems, programming team lead, tech leads, web. What was the name that I told you?
I don't remember.
What good are you? Programmers? I'm sure they had already listed programmers and account managers. Morag Doig Granito? Sounds like a fantasy name. Magnus Hallenborg. Sounds like a sci-fi name.
Settle down.
My Kalio Baturen. PC Store. Web development. Gurang Rajvir. Ravi Lukhoitia. Arnaud Boucherie. Guliam Pasco. John Bursey. Ahmed Kalesh. Li Zhao Guliam Urbejetal. Sebastian Huld. Jan Rog Kang. Regis Altmaier. Allen Asira. Jean Phil. Yang Yong Min. Yang Yong Min. Service delivery man? Did they fucking put in like the pizza guys too? Like if they had somebody fucking deliver Domino's, did they get his name and put him in the credits here too? I brought coffee to one of these
Yeah,
guys.
he's just full of hate.
I'm not hate. I'm just. It's like long credits. Jeez, how long have we been here? You should have timed it. I'm pretty sure they're repeating the stuff. Finances, IT, procurement. What's procurement? Like getting stuff, right?
Yes.
Blue Byte Studio. Oh God, we're just getting to the different studio. Oh. We doing anything after this?
We can. We still have options.
Well, depending how late we're here. I think I might go to bed. It's probably been playing in the morning still. HR director. I saw something HR already. It's looping. I knew it. I know I had seen HR already. Something about HR. Damn, this is like that FCC thing. I bet they have dead people's names in here. That guy Borat Griznik, he was probably he fought in the Civil War. Rima Breck, Heather Steele, Communications Director, Heather Steele. Where's the continuity girl? You remember the continuity girl?
No.
From James Bond. There was always a credit in like the 1960s James Bond, in like the Connery films, continuity girl. Which I don't know what the hell her job was, but it was a position specifically for a girl. There's no continuity man, continuity guy. Had to be a continuity girl. I don't know what she did. Financial controller analyst. What do you think? What do you think that position entails? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a financial controller analyst. What does that mean? I have no idea. I have a desk in an office and I do stuff, but I don't know. President and they're listing the fucking president and CEO of the company? He didn't do shit with this game. You think the fucking president of this company is like there? Yes, I do believe that we need to have more, a much more intuitive control system. I don't like how this is, Fucking guy didn't have nothing. I'm telling you, they're listing everybody. They're probably listing relatives of all the freaking people.
Then I'll listen your name.
If I had even fucking said hi to one of these guys on the streets, they would have stopped me and asked me for my name and probably put me on here. Could have come by doing a survey, a fucking, you know, hey, I'm just doing a survey, wanting to see what people's favorites colors are. Oh yeah, sure, come on in. You're part of the Ubisoft team now. I'm working on For Honor.
Is that why you're gonna drop this from a 5 to a 4? Because the cast took too
I
long?
didn't say I'm dropping anything. I'm just saying that it's like I'm not factoring in the credits at all. I understand there's a lot of
You're
people, but it's like
complaining that
it's
the cast is too long, but yet you don't want to fast forward.
it's not a cast.
So
First of all, okay, this is not a cast. The cast was I think about 20 minutes ago. There's a guy named Adrian Anger. His literal name is Adrian Anger. I don't know how I feel about that.
angry.
Worldwide Q. Also special thing. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I had seen that already. Also special things, and there's some HR stuff. Yeah, they're replaying everything. So I guess this isn't an infinite loop. Because I know I had seen that part already where it said also special things. So yeah, this is on a loop. Scroll down. Okay, let me see. I finally fuck this. I'm actually scrolling. Holy Jesus! It doesn't end. It just doesn't end. It's the it goes on ad infinitum. Oh my god! It finally ended. Would have been here 30 more minutes. I'm exhausted. Wow, a lot of rewards. I said continue and see if there's anything else. I don't rent. Multiplayer and faction war. Congratulations for finishing the story mode. You can now participate in the faction war. Join your faction in multiplayer and turn the tide of war. Alright, well, I think we can call it a night with this now. Those credits, you know, really took it out of me.